Hey there, Mountaineers. Today we got One True Hero from No Gravity Development as well as Ratcliffe Games. And I think this is 1999, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's well worth that 1999. I will say, though, there is some issues, and if issues and things like that uh,
Our hero's story near a small
make you
village.
not want to play
A
stuff, then
young
you might want
farmer
to wait
boy
a while
ran
until
for
this is
his life into
patched.
a
I'm
dark
sure they'll
forest while
patch
his
this
home was
because
burned to the
this is a
ground by the
quality
Goblins' army.
release. You'll see even in
His
the video, you'll
father,
have a lot of like
his students,
stuttering issues though. Uh,
tired, alone,
the story is
kind of
just
sad about
awesome.
his house going up in flames and
So
his
is the
friends and
voice
family
acting.
most
It's
likely
really
too.
comical
The
story and it's
farmer
really
sat
well
in the
written.
dark
You
forest,
know, they even make
tears
fun
in
of
his
themselves
eyes,
at
and
times.
decided
Like the
that
hero puts on a
he
green
had had
uniform and
a
they
better day.
kind of compare him to Link and Zelda, talking about how an action guy always has to throw on a green uniform. And you see here it's got a lot of jumps and climbing. It's sort of like Assassin's Creed where you're trying, or Prince of Persia, I believe. Yeah, like games like that where you're trying to get, to across an area and you're working along ledges and climbing buildings. And that's really cool to me. That's one of the things I really enjoyed about it. I love that right there, how the chapter comes in. Like it's really well developed. The story is amazing. The bosses are excellent as well. They're really unique and creative, and you have to figure out how to dodge their attacks and how to destroy them. This guy, you got to climb up his vines and attack the flowers on him to take him out, and that's really creative and excellent. And I had a good time with that. Where it's not as fun as the enemies. You see the same enemies over and over, and you have to fight them. You just can't run. You're locked in a low area, like you see here. You'll see a barrier, and you have to defeat them all. And it just feels really repetitive fighting the same guys over and over. Like there'll be sometimes you fight 40 or 50 of them just to clear the next area. Sometimes you can jump around an area and they won't spawn. I did that when I could. But whenever you have to fight a ton of them, it's just super annoying. And I love like the level design. You know, you have like falling floor. You'll have poles that you have to swing on, and you have to be quick and make quick moves and decide where you're going. There's also times when it's set up sort of like a puzzle where you'll have to move blocks around to get to certain areas, or you have to move blocks around to release, like wind that'll raise a platform. So it really makes you think, and I really enjoyed that about it as well. This area right here, I wasn't a fan of. There's these You unlock these areas by collecting those gems, and to me, it's a little bit too challenging. I figure most people can handle it, but I think it's going to turn a lot of people off. I figure a lot of people probably give up on the game about right here. I don't think you should. I think it's worth playing, but I figure a lot of people just give up on these areas. But to me, they're fun because I like a challenge. But I do understand if people would hang it up here, especially the younger kids. A lot of these younger generation, they really, they don't want to struggle that long on things, and this is one of those things that's really going to challenge you. So I think they should maybe tone this down a little bit, you know, if they wanted to, attract more fans. But if they just wanted to be a difficult game and they don't care, that's fine. But they do need to fix some issues. There's a lot of sound issues. I had issues with. Like the game just going like, as annoying as that is, it for like 30 minutes. I had to reset the game. I had issues with like the game like breaking up, like the sound, like the like freezing sort of. Not really lag because it's not a line, but like with frame rate issues, I had that a lot of the time as well. Just a lot of bugs that are really annoying. As much as I loved the game, the issues were like just really annoying. I had to reset this game probably, I would say, 30 times on the playthrough. I also there was issues with where it wouldn't even let me record gameplay. That would mess up. So I had a hard time really doing this review. Uh, but if you can overlook that stuff, it's really quality. It's really well written. It's just really fun doing all the platforming and the climbing and all that stuff like that. That stuff's excellent. It's just the combat uh, needs just a little less. I don't know. Like maybe if you could run past the enemies, sometimes you don't have to fight them. And definitely need to fix the sound and the game's frame rate. There's definitely issues But all these things are fixable. And the quality of this game, I know they're going to update it. I don't see them just leaving the game as it is right now. These guys seem like really good developers, so I figure they clean this up. Like, look at this. This is excellent. You're climbing vines, swinging on poles. Just so much action and so much fun. The only thing that's annoying is after you get across here, you got to fight, 30, 40 of the same guys. And I don't know. They just need to make a few changes to this game, and I think it's well worth your money. Here's the guys. You'll get upgrades and you'll get new moves, but it just still feels the same over and over and over. Uh, like they could at least change the color of the guys, make it where you can run by them. I don't know. They just have to do something, but it's still a good game. I'm still giving this a decent score. The only thing is, I would have gave this game a lot better score. I was originally going to give this game like an 8.5 or 9 because I had so much fun. But then the issues and the repetitive just kept piling up, and I finished with the final verdict of 6.9, which is still good. It's still quality. I can see after an update of this game being just excellent. Hopefully you play it after that. This just came out, so it's going to have its thing. So hopefully they get this squared away. But thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for support. Hopefully you pick this one up because I think you'll really, really enjoy it once it's fixed. As always, see you in the leaderboards.